Hi guys, and happy Thursday. Tonight I'm going to try just some experimenting. I'm going to try to make vellum paper, and I'm going to see what kinds of things I can do with wax paper and some other stuff. So I'm going to work on a few different things. I'm going to try the oil on paper. And I went to the Dollar Tree. Yes, I did. And I bought some iced lemon and some lavender and I think rose. Yes, beach rose. Let's try the rose. I think the rose will probably smell really good. It just shot right out. So we'll try the rose. All right, so down to the work. So this is just a basic piece of tissue paper. And I'm going to try two things. I don't know if once I get this done, if the Mud Podge will stick to this, but I'm going to try to make some different things or try out some different things. Let's see how it goes. So anyhow, it's my understanding that you just take, I'm going to use these makeup applicators because they'll hold a lot of the oil without overdoing it. I think I'm getting oil. Kind of hard to see. I'm afraid to take that insert out. Although I can see it. Let's try to take the insert out. Let's see what happens. I just don't want to get this big old mess because it is oil everywhere. Let's see what we got here. This is an odd. See, you would think. Well, it smells really good. It reminds me of. Do you guys remember? I don't know if you were around or how old you are, but in the 70s, they used to sell this really cheap. What do I want to call it? Air freshener in the bottles like this. But it was really strong. Yeah, that's taken a minute to. Let's do this and see what happens. Anyhow, it was super, super strong. So God help you if you spilled it. So it is going through. We'll just move this around and kind of push down and see what happens. Anyhow, I spilt the strawberry. I think it was a strawberry or the cherry one on my carpet. Well, on my parents' carpet. And I can tell you they were less than pleased because that stuff stayed and stayed. I'm telling you, a year later, it was still so strong that people would come in and immediately wish they had something to clip their nose closed with because that stuff was just so strong. So this seems to work. I tore my... But anyhow, this definitely reminds me of that time, which will be an infinite or infamous memory. So this was supposed to be used like with, I've seen it used with cooking oil on regular paper. But I just, like I said, I want to try out some different things to see once it goes through. And I've seen people do this and then put it in the oven to dry. But because this is perfumed, I really think I'm going to pass on the whole oven idea because the last thing I need is to have my house smell like beach rose. The way it smelled like I want to say it was probably strawberry or cherry, but I know it was, I think it might have been cherry because, oh my goodness, it was so strong. Those first few weeks, you could not breathe. I mean, you just literally could not breathe in that house. And I'm not talking in the living room where I spilled it on the carpet. I'm saying in the end, we almost had to go get a hotel. So it was that bad. So anyhow, I'm going to spread this around. Whoops. And then give it a chance to dry. And I'm hoping, it's not that I don't like this smell, but I'm hoping the lavender smells a little nicer. And I do have some lavender essential oil that I might give a go. But at any rate, this seems to be working. And once I know it's kind of dry, I will come back and see if I can't get the Mod Podge to stick to it. So, okay guys, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm also, like I said, I'm just going to give it a chance to dry. I mean, it looks nice and it is see-through now, but how's it going to be later when I need to put it to good use? Let's see. I can get this to kind of bleed through. And I definitely want to go wash my hands because, like I said, it's not overpowering, but it's definitely a lingering scent. But I think it will smell nice in my journals once I get them, you know, if it works. I have, here we go, here's a good spot. I was expecting, I don't know why I thought it was going to be super, super, super messy, but it is slightly messy. I think that might do it, guys. And I'm probably pushing harder than I have to. I should be a little more gentle in case it tears. Okay, there's one sheet done. And I'll probably dig out my iron, my little ironing board. And that way I can iron this to sop up probably any remaining oil that didn't want to come up or come out. There's still a couple of spots. So anyhow, let's see how this does when I come back with my iron. Put the lid on that. Like I said, I do not want to relive that memory. Okay guys, we'll come back and see how it works.